Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the Kilowatt EZ Power Meter, and the model number is P4460.01, and it's a little bit different than this one here that I was using. I modified. I've not completed this project yet, but this here you have to do the calculations yourself. It just records the kilowatt hours as soon as you plug something into it. This here you put the rate in and it'll calculate the costs for you by the day, week, month, or year. So it's a little bit more convenient. You don't have to do the calculations yourself. The reason I bought this, I want to find out how much power this JVC 27-inch tube television uses. This is a 2003 model, and I'm going to be replacing it with a flat panel LED display TV, a 32-inch. But before I do that, I thought it would be interesting to see how much power this uses compared to the LED TV. So let me open this up and figure out how to enter in the information so it can start calculating the power usage. One of the things I've noticed, I don't know, if you look at your bills, here I have an example. I have a total supply services, basic service fixed, and the total kilowatt hours used, and I guess this is what I get charged per kilowatt hour. But what's interesting now is that the fees are almost equal to the electricity usage. So here they break down for the first 600 kilowatt hours, you have a certain rate, and then after that, there's another rate per 197 kilowatt hours, and then you have transition charges, transmission charges, energy efficiency charge, and a renewable energy charge. And you can see the cost there, $69.87, and the electricity I'm actually was charged for was $84.17. for a total of $154.04. So let me take this out and enter in some information and see if I could figure out, have this figure out what it costs to have this older 2003 JVC 27-inch tube television on as compared to a flat panel LED TV. Alright, so I cut around the edge here to get this open. Here it is. Remove before use. Hey, how come this is always reading $26.01? So again, this is the model P4460. These are the instructions, operating manual. So I think this gets, if I remember, it gets all its power from being plugged in. So you have to plug this in order to start and setting up your rate. So let's see. Rate setting. To accurately calculate the actual cost of electricity consumed, And to project future costs, first you must set your local utilities electric rate into the unit. Let's see there, the rate is typically charged as dollars or cents per kilowatt hour. You can find this rate on your last utility bill, or you can contact the utilities customer service department to determine your rate. So you press and hold the set rate key on the unit. Rate will be displayed and the currently set rate will flash. Press up and down key to set your desired rate. If you hold the up and down keys, the displayed rate will rapidly change. The range of settings is from 0.00 to $9.999. Press the set key again. Save will appear briefly in the display as the desired rate is set. The unit will return to the measurements mode. And that's basically it. That's the only information you need to enter in. Okay, I'm going to plug this into an extension cord. I don't think this will remember when I unplug it, but I'm just going to enter in the data here on the bench and then redo it where the TV's plugged in, because I don't think this remembers. Well, I'll find out. But there it's plugged in. I have power, and I just need to press and hold the set key. And that's flashing. Looks like it has a default of 0.25 or 25 cents per kilowatt hour, which is actually, close to the 23 cents. So all I need to do is hit the down button. You can hear it beeping there. And that's the rate I'm going to enter. I like to know who's paying, on the other side of the decimal point there. Like this goes up to $9 a kilowatt hour. So I'll press and hold this. Did it set on by itself? Save. Oh, you just hold it down once. I thought it said to hold down the save. Just press save again. That's it. Just press set again and it saves. You don't have to hold it. So if you hold the set key, just displaying, and then just a quick press of the set, and you're all set to go. So here we have reset. I don't know what that resets to. Let's say press the set. It's still at 23, so it didn't reset that. It must be just resetting the time. So press set real quick. It said save. Menu. We've got cost is the rate. Kilowatt hours. Elapsed time. That's volts. Cost. So it looks like, let's see, time. I don't think time, nothing happens until something is plugged into the out. Oh, no, I take that back. So it's measuring time, elapsed time. So let me hook this up to the TV, and I'll have it plugged in for a couple hours or an hour. Okay, so here is where, well, That's going to block 3 outlets there. So I plug it in, and let's see, set. It remembered it's still 0.233, so set. And I'll plug the TV in and turn it on. So turn this on. I'm going to miss the crackle of the static. Oh, that's the old Xbox original plugged in. Guess I left it running. So there's already some data in here, but I'm sure it's not as accurate. It's got to collect more information. So if I have the menu here, time elapsed, here's the cost. That's total so far. We've got hour, day, 14 cents a day, 15 cents a day, $1 a week, $4.69 a month, $57 a year. So 61. So it's gathering information. It doesn't have enough information to do the calculations yet. So I think a minimum it has to be on for an hour. So I'll leave that on and get back to it and see what the reading is. I just realized, and it explains in the manual, that to get an accurate reading on this, you've put in the rate and time to get kilowatt hours. So to get an accurate reading of how much a certain appliance, in this case the TV, is costing to stay on, this isn't just measuring power, it's also keeping track of the time that's going by. So if you have the TV on 4 hours in a 24-hour period, that would be a more accurate calculation for the cost, because as you're also measuring the TV, the time the TV is off. That will be factored into, so even if you don't have the TV on and this is plugged in, it's still recording the amount of time that is passing. So you have the TV on for 4 hours out of the day, and so the calculation is still being affected when the appliance is off. So if you have an appliance that's on and off, like say a refrigerator that cycles on and off, the longer you have that plugged in, the more accurate a reading you're going to get, because you have to remember that time is also part of the calculation. So I'm going to have this TV on for a couple of hours and then keep it off, or turn it off, and then go back and take a look at the calculation for 12 or 24-hour period. So keep that in mind, that just because you don't have anything hooked up to this, that it is still recording the time that is lapsing, and that gets calculated. It gives you a more accurate reading as to the cost of the appliance when it's on. Okay, so this has been on about 4 hours, and it's calculating that it would cost $146 a year. So let's see what we have here. That's a day, 40 cents a day, $2.81 a week, and $12.07 a month. So now I'm going to turn it off and leave it off for 12 hours, I guess, and Ideally 24 hours, I think. Get a better idea. This should start coming down because, you know, you're not going to have the TV or any other appliances on constantly. Refrigerator does turn on and off, and you shouldn't be watching your TV 24 hours a day. So we'll take a look, see how this comes down when it calculates the time that the TV's off. So it's been about 20 hours, and you can see that you know, the yearly calculation has come down quite a bit from the initial $146 a year down to $32.65, and that was based on, I think I had the TV on for about 3 hours. It's not exactly scientific, but if I let this calculate for another 4 hours, it seems to be leveling off. You know, it's only got 4 more hours to account for as far as off time goes. And again, that would vary because these energy efficient guides that you get with your appliances now, these are based on a 5 hours of use per day. And I know a lot of people, when it comes to a TV, it's going to be on a lot more than 5 hours in a 24-hour period. So that's how you can use this. You know, you might have some appliances that, I don't know, do you get that with a computer, you know, that you might be curious about? But, you know, again, this is a 5 hour per day usage. So, you know, you could use this to figure out what it's costing you, depending on your usage. So this is the Kilowatt EZ. I think it said 4460 model. They don't seem to want to, I think they used to advertise it as that, but now they just call it Kilowatt EZ. And on the back here is where you actually see it's P4460, and this is the model that does the calculations for you. The earlier ones you had to do the calculation yourself. So if you found this video interesting, feel free to like, subscribe, and or comment. And thanks for watching. And now I can get rid of this 27-inch 2003 tube television with the Trinitron tube in it. I can't give it away. I have to bring it down to the dump. Thanks for watching.